dinner, girl dinner, girl dinner. We need to talk about girl dinner. Hello, everyone. Welcome to or back to the Healing Our Homes podcast. Long time no speak, but if you have been around, you know there are just about 5 other co-hosts, and honestly, as women in today's world, 2023, I mean, life is life, and you will hear from us when you hear from us, but I'm glad you're here. My name is Amanda, and today I have something on my mind that I want to talk to you guys about, whether you're listening or watching. For those listening, I just popped open a Diet Coke, and that is relevant because we're going to be talking about, I really need to mention the girl dinner trend. Let's talk about how triggering the girl dinner trend is. Maybe it's just me, but maybe it's because I was triggered. But, okay, if you haven't heard of it, on TikTok, there's a trend going around using a filter called girl dinner. A creator, I cannot remember their name right now, but a creator ended up sharing a video where they were basically saying, girl dinner, and she added a bunch of harmonies over it. It was hilarious, and she was showing some kind of random dinner with, and this isn't like, you know, being rude to her, but she had shown some kind of random dinner, and then it's become a trend using that sound, sharing like macaroni and cheese, hot dogs, and, you know, some kind of drink, right? That would be a, you know, regular girl dinner. Now, regular girl dinner is not what we're going to be talking about. Girl dinner, in its genuineness, is supposed to be some kind of carbohydrate, in my opinion, some kind of carbohydrate, and then maybe a little protein, and then a nice little drink to sip. But you guys, girl dinner has become something totally different on my TikTok For You page. Ever since I've been seeing it, I've been seeing a lot of weight loss accounts, or specifically accounts with the WL hashtag. If you didn't know, a way that people who have EDs will communicate on TikTok is they'll use this hashtag called WL, and that way they aren't like, you know, they're getting around TikTok saying, oh, you're more than your weight, because TikTok pops up those and it doesn't let you filter through things. The fact that I know this much. Anyway, so with my history, I have struggled with an ED before, and I think that's why I'm like, because I've now started to see, at first it was this cute, funny, haha, girl dinner, and now I'm starting to see pictures where it's the girl dinner sound, and it's a Diet Coke, which for those who don't know, it's very popular in the ED community because it has 0 calories. And I think it has 0 sugars. Yes, it has 0 calories and 0 sugars. And not only Diet Cokes, but I'm seeing something that's the girl dinner trend, but they'll keep tapping it until it gives them different items. The whole trend is the filter itself gives you specific items that would be a girl dinner. It just pops up like chickpeas, avocado, and toast, right? That'd be a little girl dinner. But now people are like trying to tap, and if it doesn't get them what they want, they'll pause the video and keep tapping, and they'll be like, what a real girl dinner for me is like. And it's like a Diet Coke, and some of them I've seen just like pictures of a Diet Coke and gum. If you have been around since like Tumblr Thinspo era, it's very much giving Tumblr Thinspo coming back. And I literally have seen people posting photos on TikTok. For those who aren't on TikTok, you can post still photos to slide through, kind of like Instagram, but with sounds. So I've been seeing those photos with like, quote, meal inspo, and it's so circa day thinspo, hashtag thinspiration, pro Anna content. It's like hard-boiled eggs and just, oh, my dog wants to say hello. If you're watching, my dog, his name is Bullseye, he just hopped up on the bed, but it's very baffling to me that it hasn't really been caught by the TikTok, like the hashtag WL tag hasn't been caught yet, hasn't been moderated by TikTok. There's a lot about it that's kind of freaking me out now, because even me, like, I'm into fitness, wellness. If you guys know my personal profiles, you can check out my personal socials and all the other co-host socials in the description below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, or to follow the podcast if you're listening. But I wanted to say that it's become baffling to me that it hasn't been caught as ED, not inspiring, but like triggering. And it's become this trend of how little can I say is my girl dinner. It'll be like a granola bar and then a Diet Coke. Or it'll have like water with lemon and then a bunch of lemons around it. And then it'll tell you, you know, in the next slide it's like sugar. So the girl dinner is putting sugar on lemons. For those who don't know, that makes it taste like a lemon head, like a candy. Oh, Jai, he's just huffing and puffing in the background. Here, you guys want to hear what oh, he walked away. I have a bulldog again, so he's breathing like, just normally he goes, That's how he breathes. He's always smiling too. Okay. But I just really wanted to also talk about how I bought Diet Cokes, not for that purpose. I actually bought it for the podcast purpose so I could have an example and show you guys. I don't know what to show you guys. I really just wanted the emphasis. But I also wanted to talk a little bit about, not to like change the subject, but my personality, you guys. I'm just going to update you guys since it's a solo episode. The life of Amanda Leigh has been crazy. With all of this coming up on my For You page, I've been thrown into this, not like depression spiral, but low key, I think it's kind of thrown me into this like depression spiral. Not that all girls dye their hair black whenever they're going through a depression spiral, but I've dyed my hair black. I got a belly button piercing, which, by the way, I love. If you're thinking about getting a belly button piercing, do it. It does hurt. I'll be the one to tell you it does hurt. And I've been very, very self-aware, and I don't want to go into the details of all my personal struggles, but seeing this on my TikTok For You page, seeing the girl dinner being taken to the extent it's been taking, I've even seen pictures of just like a Diet Coke and a thing of gum, where it's like girl dinner is a Diet Coke and chewing gum, and that's when I knew I was like, I'm in too deep. I don't know how I got to this side of TikTok, but I'm in way too deep, and I'll be the first to say I'm 23 years old at this point, and I struggle to not let it impact me. That's a big reason I wanted to talk to you guys about it, because I feel like if I didn't address it, it would impact me, and I'd be like, okay, maybe that should be my girl dinner, which is not how it should be. And that basically, I think a lot of people probably feel this way, like the girl dinner. I've seen a couple TikToks about it being taken a little too far, but I just want to warn y'all, okay? Even if it might be on Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts at this point, beware of the girl dinner talks, okay? If you start seeing others, like, if it starts with if it starts with girl dinner TikToks on your page, I would highly recommend start searching stuff like, protein-rich dinners, and just start searching things that are the opposite of ED encouraging behavior, so your For You page knows, hey, I'm not looking for like a crazy, extreme, quote-unquote girl dinner, ED inspiring, triggering post. Just, beware of how you treat your own For You page, and if you start to see the signs of that popping up, do not be like me, and make sure you start searching things that'll help kind of balance it out, like hashtag foodie talks. I've been seeing a lot of those as well. It's always, can we talk about that? It's always either or. It's very binge inspiring. I'll see like one of the posts will say, oh, here's my lunch. And it's like, again, cucumbers and hard boiled eggs, right? And then the next post is foodie pics that really just make me excited. That sounded weird, but really it's like foodie pics of like all these amazing aesthetic burgers and fries. Again, very much so circa day Tumblr foodie pictures, but with TikTok sounds and being shared on TikTok. So yeah, it's been kind of baffling to me how lenient TikTok has been with allowing that stuff to kind of go forward. And it's funny how the For You page will go back and forth like that. It's almost like it knows that binge eating is my thing. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was very insensitive, but I can say it if I struggle with it. Maybe that's not true. I don't know. Keep me correct, y'all. I'm always one open to doing better and being better. Oh, and can we also say, I hope every single one of you guys know that even though we haven't posted recently, quite a few of us are still active on our socials. I don't really have too much to say today. This episode's going to be kind of short. I wanted to vent about girl dinner. That's about it. So sorry if there's more you wanted to hear. I will probably go on my personal channel. Actually, maybe I could talk about it here. I have been also considering like completely uprooting and shifting my personality. You know how you guys, I was telling you that I dyed my hair black and I got a belly button piercing. I've already had a nose piercing, but growing up in like a Christian, conservative, very small town, this feels rebellious to me. I feel like I'm in my like villain arc. If someone saw me with a nose ring in my hometown, they'd be like, but then if I had a crop top and you could see my nose ring and my belly ring, they'd be like, the exaggerated gasps would be incredible. They'd be like laugh worthy. I'm so for real. I grew up in a small town in Tennessee. I'm in Nashville now, so Nashville is more normalized with it. But, oh, bless you, my dog sneezed. Bless you, Bullseye. Everybody say, bless you, Bullseye. May you be blessed. Apparently, sneezing is, people say bless you because witches used to say that when you sneeze, parts of your soul leave your body. So now I always say bless you. And sometimes my boyfriend doesn't say bless you, and I'm like, I look him up and down. I'm like, are you a demon? Because if so, that's totally okay. I'm kind of into that. Oh my god. Okay. If you guys also, okay, I'm just going to start talking to you guys now. I talked about the main thing I want to talk about, which is the toxicness of girl dinner. But also, if you're on TikTok, can we talk about how Ghost from Call of Duty? What is wrong with us? If you know what I'm talking about, you know that people, specifically women, have been, their For You pages have been like bombarded with men in military gear. And I didn't realize how I had like seen so many of these until today. I was in Target with my man and we were looking around, and I walked up to the Halloween section and there was like this SWAT outfit, and he had just pointed at a Sonic costume. He was like, oh, I could see you wearing that. I was like, you could see me in a Sonic outfit? Really? And then I looked at that and I was like, oh, it's like the people who say, oh, love men in military, but they're talking about Ghost from Call of Duty. And this man looked at me like I was insane. My boyfriend's not big on TikTok, as in like he doesn't really look at a lot of TikToks. But y'all, the thirst traps being posted of this character from the video game. And not only thirst traps, but people are sharing his backstory. And I think there's like fan fiction being written about him. Like, this is getting deep. Growing up, I was a fan fiction girly for Supernatural and Doctor Who. And I think that was about it. I got really into Grey's Anatomy, but I just rewatched it. I didn't really look into fan fiction. But y'all, it's just insane. The fact that Ghost is doing what Ghost is doing, and the videos I've seen of this person have me just thinking, maybe I need to start searching random things on my, and you know what started it? It was, I don't know how many of you guys listening to the podcast or watching have been reading books or have been like inspired by book talk. Maybe I'm just talking about a bunch of random TikTok things that nobody else is interested in, but I've been so heavy on book talk. First, it got me reading a Kotar, and when I tell you, if you've listened to the podcast, if you go back and look at different episodes, one of the co-hosts, her name is Felicia, and another one, her name is Ashley. Ashley had, I think, already started the series, and she had been recommended it, like, the entire series already, but Felicia hadn't started it, and when I tell y'all, I straight up I read all of the Kotar series in like a week. It had the biggest chokehold on me. And whenever I was telling my friends about it and I was telling them about it, Felicia responded in the group when she, like a few weeks later, I think she had finally gotten it at the library. Because Felicia's that bitch. She's a library bitch and we love to see it. Go support your local libraries. Get that library card. Of course, I bought it on Amazon Kindle. You could do that too. No judgment. But Felicia sent in the group chat, she said, I saw Amanda read all of the books really fast, and I know Amanda doesn't read a lot right now. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. And she's like, so I knew they had to be good. Because this series got me into such a big reading kick. I read all the Kotar series, and then something about dark romance sucked me in. So I've been on the book talk... Oh, sorry, y'all. I've been on the book talk dark romance side of things, and I think that's what really pushed the military men or the ghost kind of obsession, I guess, that's been bombarding my For You page like I talked about. So if it's not Ghost, it's WL accounts that I'm sitting here like, what is going on? Why are you here? I don't know which one I prefer, which obviously I don't prefer the pro ED content. But when it pops up, I'm like, is my subconscious? It's always like this thought, I don't know, if you've had an ED, maybe you have struggled with this as well. It's always a subconscious thought of like, is this my sign that I'm supposed to go back? And mind you guys, I'm okay. I want to give you that warning. I am okay. I'm just being real with you guys. Like, that's the first toxic thought that comes to my mind. And when I was younger, I was really struggling, and that's when I had to go and, choose recovery and choose to make those decisions to take care of myself. And you can only really choose that when you're ready. A lot of people can say, just do it. But if you're not mentally ready, being forced into something like that is just not going to be productive. It's going to be the opposite of productive, in my opinion, depending on where you're at in your journey. But the way I think about it is when it comes to my mindset, I feel like even after you've quote unquote recovered, it's more so something that's always with you in thought. Like, it's always almost like intrusive thoughts that stay with you. For example, like, my relationship with food is much better in real life, and like physically my relationship with food is much better, but I will still be aware of the thoughts as they come in, and I have to make the active effort to not choose to be impacted by those thoughts. And that right there is a level of strength that has to be built again after you're ready to make that decision, because it's a big commitment, and that level of self-awareness is exhausting. It really is. And that's what makes it such a struggle. But I feel like it, in my opinion, never really goes away. You just learn how to analyze your thoughts and separate that from who you are and who, you want yourself to be. You don't want yourself to look a certain way. In my experience, it's, I don't even know how to explain it, but I hope you guys know what I'm trying to say. So, I think that might actually be everything I was going to be talking about. I'm looking down. I think my puppy needs to go outside. And I'm actually getting a little hungry. I'm getting hungry sitting here. So I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for just tuning in. I know it's been a hot second. We will do our best to continue sharing our lives with you and all of our little advice and journeys, individual journeys, and the group journey of healing. And I think, taking care of yourself is a big part of that journey. So thanks for being here, and I suppose until next time. Bye, guys.